Good morning to all. Good morning, Professor. This week's reading and lecture, like all the others, have been very informative, and I see myself getting a better understanding every week as to everything that is happening. For one, the reading helped me understand the different fractions that emerge under the Wesleyan Methodist method. I can better understand now where the Salvation Army came from, where the Foursquare Gospel came from, where the African Methodist Episcopal group came from. Before all these things were blurry, and I was not very sure, why we have so many fractions. But now I can better understand. It is indeed true, the statement that Dr. Han made in his lecture, that doctrine divides. This is a good example where doctrine divides. These groups couldn't stay and live out the example of Christ together because their doctrines were different, and so they separated. It's such a pity though, that we all love the Lord and we all planning to go to heaven, and these differences have us going in different directions. Anyway, so be it. As I said, this was a very good lecture. A lot of things jumped out at me. One of them was the point that Dr. Han made about theology, the study of God, beginning in the middle and ending in the middle. I guess that is because of the finite nature of man and the infinite nature of God. Our theology, our study of God begins in the middle and ends in the middle. Another thing too that I got from that, he said that the study of theology pulls forward what happened before, the experiences that happened before, and it helps us understand things better, gives us an opportunity to deal with present day issues, to be ready to go forward into the future. Coming out of that, my understanding of that, I have a question. What is one issue or one problem you think that we are dealing with presently, that we will either be able to resolve in our time, or we may have to leave for the next generation to grapple with? Another thing that I like about this week lecture was the point he made about the affective emotion that Pentecostal that is unique to the Pentecostal faith. He talks about gratitude, compassion, and courage. Now, a lot of times since I have been in PTS, I've been asked about my story. I never understood why my story was so important, but getting an explanation this week, I can actually see where my story fits into the story of Christ. Because if theology is the study of Christ, and if the fact that when we study Christ, we understand ourselves better, I see where I can match up my story against what I know of God so far. And these three affective emotions, I can actually feel them. I can actually see where they fit into my story. So lovely lecture, good reading. Have a good week. Thank you.